Peace to the gods. Peace to my melanated family. I'm making this video to keep everyone updated on the situation with my arrest and the situation with these fictitious charges that are being placed against me. Today is Wednesday, January 18th, 2017. I have court today, family court, and I also have court tomorrow, city court. So if y'all don't hear from me within the next few days, you can assume that I have been arrested again and held in custody of these terrorists. Anyway, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to anyone who checked on me, whether it be a phone call or a text message, an inbox, or anybody who commented on the post when I made it publicly known that I had been arrested. I appreciate you all immensely for your support and just keeping me on thought. Okay, let's get right down to it. I've been homeschooling my children since last month, December 2016. Anybody who's familiar with New York State law for homeschooling, you know that you have to file a letter of intent to homeschool with City Hall, which I did. So you can see right here, this is a copy of it. December 5th, 2016. I went directly to City Hall and put these 2 letters of intent in and told them that I will be homeschooling my children from now on. And that is proper procedure in New York State. It's very simple, just like that. And then you have to follow up with an individualized education plan, which I also turned in to City Hall. So, not too long after I did this paperwork, I learned that my children's school had contacted Child Protective Services because my children had quote-unquote excessive absences from school. Well, how can they be absent from a school that I unenrolled them from? They're not enrolled in your school anymore, so they're not absent. So, long story short, I'm driving. This was last week, Friday, January 13th, Friday the 13th. So, I'm driving past my house and I see police cars and whatnot, some commotion, outside of my home. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's for the people next door. Maybe it's for the people downstairs because I live upstairs, or shit, maybe it's for me. But y'all know I don't fuck with the pigs. So I'm the type, I'm to have all my shit legal and in order, whether it be my driving shit or whatever, to have everything legal and in order, not breaking any laws. But I'll still, just to avoid the pigs, I'll drive 2, 3, 4, 5 miles around. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a criminal. Let me put that on record. I've never been arrested in my life. I'm 30 years old, never ever been arrested. So, never been charged with anything, nothing of the sort. So anyways, they see me. Apparently, they know my face and they know my vehicle. They follow me. I'm driving, they follow me. So finally, I pull over. Of course, when I pull over, they pull over. They come to my vehicle. They snatch me out my car. They illegally impound my vehicle because my registration was good. My insurance was valid. So they illegally impound my vehicle. My vehicle's still in the impound, actually. They refused to tell me my charges. They refused to read me my rights. They arrested me, and they handed me this paper, this court summons. Well, first and foremost, they demanded to know where my children were because they wanted to remove the children from my custody. So they said, either you tell us where the children are because we're kidnapping your children, basically. So either let us kidnap your children or we're taking you to jail. So y'all already know how that went down. So they proceed to hand me this I don't even know what to call this. I can't even call it a legal document. This court order. This is what they hand me. They're charging me with neglect of my 2 children. It says, number 1, a respondent has failed or refused to ensure that the children attend school on a regular basis. What school are they supposed to attend? Because they're unenrolled in school, they're homeschooled, which is 100% in accordance with New York State law. Number 2, both children have not attended school since approximately November 16th. Well, yeah, that's very quote-unquote approximate, because that's not true at all. Like I said, all this took place in December. Both children are failing as a result. Again, how can they be failing in a school that they don't attend, that they're not even enrolled in? Number 3, respondent has failed or refused to cooperate with school officials in addressing the children's school attendance problems. The school knows my children are homeschooled. Child Protective Services knows my children are homeschooled. The homeschool coordinator at City Hall in Buffalo, New York knows that my children are homeschooled. Okay, number 4. Respondent has engaged in a pattern of switching children from school to school. First of all, that's not the case. Second of all, if that was the case, that's not neglecting my children. As long as they're enrolled in some school or they're being taught a homeschool curriculum, it doesn't matter where they're at, or if I change it, that's not illegal. That's not indicative of neglect, because that means they're in some sort of school. Changing a child's school is not neglectful by any means. Let's see. Respondent appears to have a problem with whatever school the children are attending. This is an actual a legal court document. Because I have a problem, and I'm not going to confirm or deny if I do have a problem with whatever children my school are attending. But how is that indicative that I'm neglecting my children if I have a problem with their school? If anything, that would be indicative of a concerned parent, because a lot of these parents don't give a fuck. They just send them to school. They never go to the school. They don't know the teachers. They don't know the principals. They don't know what's going on. So if I'm actually involved at the school and an issue arises and I feel that there's a problem with the school for the safety and concern of my children, that's indicative that I'm a concerned parent, not that I'm neglecting my children. Okay, let's proceed with this court document. Respondent recently posted a comment on social media ridiculing the school system and people who attend school or graduate from school. First and foremost, I'm a high school graduate and a college graduate. So would it make sense for me to ridicule someone who goes to school? No. What I posted was that the school teaches people to be quote-unquote smart idiots, people who cannot think outside of the box. They can think in forms of textbook, what they've been taught, but they cannot think for themselves. They cannot think outside the box, which is actually very true, because we're trained to be workers. I'm not even going to go all the way into that. But again, first of all, how is that indicative of me neglecting my children if I criticize the school system? Second of all, how is anything I post on social media being put in a court document unless I'm directly threatening to hurt someone? I know that's taken very seriously if you post on social media that you're going to hurt someone or kill someone. But if you're criticizing someone or criticizing a system, how is that illegal, and how is that put into an actual court document? This is a joke. This is like a big ass joke right here. Furthermore, why am I being stalked on my social media? Why are y'all searching for my name and scrolling through my posts? Again, okay, let's continue with this court document. We posted a comment on social media. Respondent has recently moved from place to place, hasn't had stable housing. I frequently move around from house to house. Well, that's not true. My last residence, I lived there for 7 months, about 7, 8 months. Then before that, I lived at my previous residence for over 3 years, and then before that I lived at my previous residence for over 6 years. So I don't know, is that considered frequently moving? That can be left up for debate or as a matter of opinion, or that's subjective. information. So again, how can this be put in an actual legal document? Not to mention, if I do move from house to house, again, that is not indicating that I am neglecting my children. That means that I keep a roof over their head by any means necessary. Even if we do have to move for whatever reason, that means they still have a residence. They still have a roof over their head. They still have safety and security of a home. So it doesn't matter how many times we move, as long as I keep a roof over their head, that means they're not being neglected. Okay, let's continue on with this fictitious ass document. Let's see. The sources of information, I believe, of suspected maltreatment. Okay. So basically, I'm charged with neglect because my children are not attending a school that they're not enrolled in. I moved 3 times within the past, 9 years. Apparently, I moved around from house to house, which is apparently illegal in New York State to move from one house to another. Also, it's illegal to have any type of problem or issue with the children's school, and it's illegal to post on social media any type of criticism for the school system. Okay, so that's where I'm at right now. Again, these people are trying to kidnap my children. I have family court today to address that matter. And then I have tomorrow city court, criminal court, where I'm being charged as a criminal for contempt of the court and for obstructing a court order to have my children illegally kidnapped from me. At this point, all I can say, family, is I need all the support I can get. Rather it be financial, because I need to obtain a lawyer. I have not been told who my public defender is. I have not had any contact with this person, and I don't even know how to go about finding that out. But I need an actual lawyer, because they're basically trying to publicly hang me, and they want to make an example out of me, apparently, because I'm an activist. I'm a revolutionary minded, and they see that I have a pretty large following on social media, and apparently they've taken it very personal, and this is a personal vendetta that they wish to fulfill on their behalf. So I'm making this public knowledge, because they're not going to try to Sandra blame me. They're not going to try to Corinne Gaines me. I also want to make it publicly known that I am not suicidal. I don't plan on killing myself. I don't plan on shooting at the police. So any allegations like that I killed myself in jail, or that I tried to shoot the police and they had to take me down for some reason, I'm making this publicly known. Please save this video, family. Save it to your phone, your laptop, whatever y'all gotta do, as proof, as evidence, on record. Hold on 1 second. Again, I need legal assistance, family. Anybody who knows the law, specifically in New York State, that would be helpful. And 1 second. So basically right now, this is government officials impeding on my natural rights and my human rights, coming into my home and seizing me, trying to kidnap my children and tell me how they should be educated. Like I said, I did everything in accordance with the law, filed all the right paperwork. And basically right now, they're just taking a young, single, black, low-income mother, and they want to single me out like they've done with so many of our other influential people in the past. they want to single me out. I mean, I understand I have a target on my back. I understand this comes with the territory of not conforming to the system. So I am prepared to deal with it, but family, I'm not prepared to deal with it on my own. I need the help and the support of the people in any way possible. I will, anybody who messages me, I'll let y'all know the name of the judge and let y'all know the name of these other agents who are after me, so you can call them. I mean, I have over 4,000 friends on Facebook, so I mean, half of that, I will hope at least half of y'all would at least make some phone calls. So I should be at least 2,000 calls every day, checking on my situation and letting them know that what they're doing is illegal, and basically that the people won't stand for it. What else? I'm gonna wrap that up. I gotta get ready for court. Peace, family. Keep me on your thoughts, and we need action right now. All my family who, you know, we know the white man is the devil. We know that the black man is God. The black woman is God. Now it's time to put that in action. Peace.